starting.
What do you mean it's not working?
I'm pulling the shit off.
Well, no kidding. Does anything work that I bring home? So what do we got here?
I don't know.
It's called a pressure washer.
Wait. Hey, I can choose this.
Is it working?
No.
No. Does anything ever work? Nope. So we need to, what I got here is a Craftsman pressure washer. It is a little bit older, I think. The guy I bought it from, he bought it from somebody else, and he said that it was working whenever he bought it, but he hasn't messed with it in over 2 years. So we need to see if, one, it has spark.
And give us sight in it. This video, 9 pounds and 9 sides.
Do you remember how we got to check for spark?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you find the part that we need to check for spark?
Am I even allowed? Is the camera even on?
Where do we check for spark at?
Right here.
You remember what it's called?
What?
Spark.
What?
Spark plug, that's right. So he's taking off the cable, and we need to get, can you get that off?
Yeah.
There you go, let me help you.
Can I try? No.
Alright, so we got that off. We need the tool to get that off. Do you remember where it's at, buddy?
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got the spark plug
Give it. I need it.
/ screwdriver that we need to take that off with.
I need it.
You gotta give it to him so he can get the spark plug off.
Oh, I didn't really get to do action yet.
Is that gonna be big enough? I don't think that's gonna be big enough. We gotta get an actual socket. Hold on a second. Alright, so now we got an actual, we have to use an impact socket to take it off. Ready?
No.
Oh, hold on a second.
I'm doing it. Because you don't know.
Alright, there you go. Alright, you should be able to take it out by your hand. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's coming out correct. Let me see. Oh yeah, okay, that whole big piece. That's a bigger spark plug than you're used to seeing.
Yeah.
Usually it's just that and then it comes off the tip.
Where's the napkin?
So, look at how dirty that is.
I'm getting the napkin.
That is really dirty.
Oh, that is dirty.
Pretty sure that spark plug's gonna be no good, dude. It is really nasty. But, do you remember how we check for spark?
Yeah.
How do we do that? Do you remember?
No.
We gotta put it back on that wire and then lay it against the machine and then give it a few tugs. Alright, so go ahead and put it back in that cable.
That's not getting dirty.
It's okay. Go ahead and put it back in the cable.
This is for
Make sure it's pushed all, no, into the cable.
What, this?
Yeah, other way. Yep. No, we just lay it on there.
Oh.
Remember?
What?
Oh, now it's got dirt all over it.
I don't think I was doing it up.
So, what you want to do is you just want to kind of lay it here, okay? Just lay it here. Just like that, okay? Now watch in the hole for it. Don't touch the machine. Oh, it keeps falling all over.
We're going to hold this and see it.
Oh, I don't know if it's got any spark. I can't see it.
I think we need a new one.
I think we need to, let's try a different spark plug.
Okay. Ah! Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, bam.
So we've got a different spark plug right here, just to see and make sure that we even have spark. And if so, then we just need to get a different spark plug to begin with.
The gun. It goes back. Oh, that's one.
I don't think we got any spark.
What do you mean, boy? Oh, wait. Am I
Yep, go the other way. Yep, that way. So we're taking all of the bolts holding the cover on, and the oil stick is also attached to the main cover, so we got to take that off too.
And this is not working.
And this is what I'm talking about. Move your hand, buddy. This is what I'm talking about. Whoever put the cover on before has pinched the wire under here. Will this come off now?
No, I don't think.
Alright, so we got one more right
Do
here
that
we
one.
gotta take off. Alright, go ahead and do it. And go ahead and throw that into the magnet tray. And that should...
No,
don't bend that out. Alright, so now we can get this off. So, alright guys, so we got the cable or the cover off. And this is what we're dealing with. Look at it. Somebody pinched this back in there. But if you look at it, look at how rusted the main cover is.
Yeah, that's really rusted.
It's really bad.
And it's not actually working that good. Because the bot don't have a bot one. And this is what we talked
So
about.
I almost wonder if this part right here is not getting anything because the cable is either broken, which I'm thinking that the cable might be broken, or the rust, but I think that it is possibly the cable that's bad. So we're going to take off the magneto and just see what it looks like real quick. Gotta take off this one too. Leave that right there.
That's a bit too.
And then take off the other one.
Which way? This way?
Nope, other way. We're gonna see what this looks like. Alright guys, it's been a couple weeks since I have previously shot that other footage, but we are back on the pressure washer today. I got a new tool and that will help with this. We were wondering if the ignition coil was okay or not, and I tested it out. So I tested the ignition coil by using a multimeter and testing from a couple different points with the other end of the spark plug hole or the cable, and it tested out all right, but I still thought that I wasn't getting a spark, or it was very hard to tell if I had any spark. I went ahead and purchased this little spark detector right here, and the way that you can use this, and it's very helpful because you get to see a light instead of looking for a spark, but it's got this little rubber boot on it. You put it on the spark plug, and then you can take the other end and put it in the boot, and you clip it in just like a spark plug. And then I will set the cover on here. Alright, so we've got the cable on, or the hood back on, and I'm going to show you guys. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this easily. So we got our light right here, and what you can do is just pull it. Let me see if I can. I saw it. Let me see if I can get you guys to see it. Well, so when you're pulling it, you go ahead and look at this little coil right here, and you can actually see if it lights up or not. I don't know how well you guys can see that. I can see it lighting up. So what I'm doing right now is taking off the cylinder cover, and we're just going to check to make sure that everything is okay in there. And I see this hanging off of the coil. I wonder if that came off after or during. And that's why I won't fire. We're gonna go ahead and take this off though and just check the internals real quick. Alright, so it looks like the valves are moving correctly, as they should. So that doesn't look like any of that is stuck. There's a lot of carbon buildup all over them though. But regardless, it doesn't look like anything is stuck. The exhaust and intake valves are working as they should. So that's a good sign. So it looks like everything in here is alright. I don't have any issues with the valves being stuck, pistons moving free. So I'm going to go ahead and put the head back on. So we're putting the head back on, and we have to torque it down to 12 inch-pounds. Alright, let's go ahead and see if it will turn over at all. Let's see what happens. Woo! You guys see that smoke? That is a good sign. Update for you guys. I went ahead and got the exhaust taken off and took the fuel tank off. So now I have a straight inlet of air, and there's no bad fuel going back into it. So what I can do right now is spray some cleaner into the intake. And it wants to fire over. So I think the machine will work and will run. We just have to get it so it will actually run. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is clean the fuel tank completely up and take it to the parts washer, get it all cleaned, and put fresh fuel in it. And we'll try to pump some actual fuel in there and see what will happen. I think that this has been so dirty that some of the parts are actually not working because of just how dirty it was. I cleaned up the part where the safety or the off switch is, which is right in here, and ever since then I've been starting to get it to kick over like I've been needing it to. Alright guys, so there you go. The pressure washer up and running. Took a little bit, but I think the main thing was that the stuff was just way too dirty, the carb, and all the linkages were really dirty.
Yep.
And then we got a new air filter on there, and you guys saw it. It's running well. The boys got to play with it. What'd you guys think?
It was awesome.
It was awesome. We got to clean up a spider-infested playhouse.
It's not actually cleaned up.
So you guys happy it's running?
Yeah.
You guys ready to sell it?
No.
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 So after about 4 or 5 years, this thing has finally started running again. He said he started taking it apart about 2 years ago and just quit and put it back together and put it away in a corner. I picked it up from him for 30 bucks, and now I have a working pressure washer. These usually sell anywhere between $100 and $150 around my area. Even broken ones sell between $50 and $75 as long as the motor's running, even though the pumps are bad, and which is kind of crazy because you can buy one that's running for $150 or one that's broken for $75, add a new pump, and you're still out at the same mark. So there you go. There's a simple will it run, and the pressure washer did. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button, and welcome to the channel. I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday, so thanks guys for joining me today. I'll see you guys on the next video.